Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews has downplayed new polling showing his party's election-winning lead is tightening as support grows for the coalition. Julia Bradley has been following the government's campaign in Ballarat, and Daniel Andrews, he trotted out a well-worn line in politics, didn't he, Julia?
Exactly right, Kieran. So Premier Daniel Andrews today really brushing off this latest poll that's come to light. It's a Redbridge poll that was commissioned by the Herald Sun newspaper. 1,189 voters across Victoria were surveyed, and this poll has suggested that Labor's election-winning lead seems to be tightening. So on a primary vote basis, the suggestion from this poll is that both Labor and the Liberals are split. Their primary votes split 38-38. And that's when undecided votes are redistributed. And then when you look at the two-party preferred basis, the coalition up 3%. But even though they are up a number of points, they're still sitting behind Labor. Labor in that pole position to win the Victorian election at this stage. The Premier, though, really wouldn't be drawn on whether this is cause for concern.
Well, it wouldn't be a day on the campaign trail if you didn't get to use a campaign cliche, would it? The only poll that matters is the one that started today and will end on the 26th. Just like, you know, every election's close. And some things are cliched, but they're true. And they're oft repeated because they are true.
This poll also asked voters which leader they believe is in the best position to help fix Victoria's troubled health system, and more than half of those voters said they believed Matthew Guy, the opposition leader, was in that better position to do so. Both parties at this stage, 2 weeks to go until election day, both ruling out doing deals with the Greens, minor parties or independents in the event of a hung parliament.
And Julia, the Premier faced more questions about his new energy policy as well.
And this is that plan that was announced yesterday at Labor's official campaign launch, Kieran, that $250 cashback for Victorian households who compare electricity deals, but also that plan to revive the State Electricity Commission. He said that this is a plan that will not only allow households to save on their power bills, but he also says it will be a job creator, 6,000 jobs for apprentices under the revival of the SEC. But we pushed the Premier today on exactly how much consumers would save on their power bills and exactly when these savings would come into effect.
Have you done any modelling on how much you think power prices could come down? Is there an indication you could give Victorians?
As I just said to you, I think a number of times now, and the answer won't change because it's the answer, and it's been the answer since we made this announcement. I'm not providing an itemised quote for everybody. What I'm saying is we're going to create jobs. We're going to replace coal with 100% renewable. We're going to embed skills as well.
Both parties were out campaigning in safe Labor seats today. Labor was in the seat of Eureka here in Ballarat, which is a safe seat held on a more than 9% margin. The focus for the government today was on TAFEs, building new ones and also repairing existing ones.
Julia, thank you.